Hi everyone. Today I'm briefly going to go over how I train at the various maps in Dark World Tree, specifically these three. So upper left stem, Crossroads, and right stem. Um, at the end of the video I'll sort of go over my opinions on each map and which ones are better or worse depending on your situation, but for now I'm just going to sort of go over the method I use to train at each map because it's a little different. And my last training video didn't really, it's sort of out of date now because of the new maps, and also the Frenzy Totem video I did, I sort of mentioned something about how to train, but there's definitely a better method that someone clued me into. So start with Crossroad because I'm already here. You want to set down the fire DOT return breath right here. I'll do it again because that's kind of a bad placement. You want it to cover as much area as possible because it also hits below, like this platform, sort of, if they get close enough. And then I usually stand right here and cast Wind Flash and Earth Breath alternating. And then I put my Onyx Dragon summon up there just because I don't always get these mobs when I'm facing this direction. So, yeah, that's basically it for Crossroads. One thing I want to touch on is that, and this will be a common theme throughout all three maps, but you really want to focus on making sure you're getting the combo orbs like this, because if you have the Aran Link skill, they are actually worth a lot of experience, so it's definitely worth grabbing them. There are ideal ways to move throughout each map, so like for Crossroads here, when I have Wind Flash up, I'll just go like this and around and drop down, and then I can cast Earth Breath from there, and it'll still be relatively efficient. You won't lose much killing power while you're walking around grabbing orbs. So that'll be different for each class, obviously, depending on how your mobbing works or what map you're in. But it's definitely worth taking the time to figure out what the best path to get around each map is, because those orbs can add a lot of experience over time. So that is basically the gist of it for Crossroads. I'll go ahead and do upper left stem now. Kill that thing first. There we go. So upper left stem, I used to have a different method for this, but someone recently clued me in on a better method that works for both this map and right stem. So what I do now is I cast Wind Flash down here, and then I teleport up and I cast Earth Breath from here, and you can see that that's actually hitting the very top platform. So if you cast Earth Breath from like over here, you'll hit all of these platforms, all the ones you can see, and it'll cover it pretty well, and that's what I used to do. And then whenever I had Wind Flash, I would go over, I would jump up, and then I would put the Return Breath up here so that it would kill the mobs, and then I would drop back down and stand right here and repeat the process. But thanks to someone who commented on my video, I learned that you can just stand right here and Earth Breath will actually reach all the way. So then I Wind Flash down here to make sure that it gets mobs that might be hiding in that corner. Earth Breath here to kill everything else. And then I use the Return Breath over here so I don't have to like come over here and kill mobs a bunch. Obviously there's a more efficient way to do that, but I'm just showing it for the sake of the video. So that is upper left, and again, it's definitely worth learning how to best move about this map. With my old method of training, where I would always be going up anyways to cast Return Fire up here, it was very easy to just grab orbs on your way down, like so. With the new method, I haven't quite worked out what the best pathing is to grab orbs efficiently, because you can't really teleport up to the next thing. You would have to like stop and do vertical jump and whatnot, so I need to figure that out. But for now I'm kind of just rolling with this. I don't really train much in upper left stem anymore because it's easily the most popular map, and so during 2x it's often much more crowded than the other two maps. So usually I'll be in one of the other two maps. More often than not I'm in Crossroads, but that might change soon. I might start trying to do upper right stem more, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it for upper left. Upper right is sort of the same idea. I'll just go over here and quickly show it. So for upper right, use wind flash like around right here-ish. And then I cast, I cast Earth Breath from here so that it hits the top platform again, and then I use Return Breath right there so that it kills those mobs. So I don't have to worry about stuff to my right, I can just focus on my left. And then this map is actually a little bit easier for moving around and collecting orbs on. Oops, I did that wrong. But you can actually teleport right here to get to the next platform, unlike in left stem. So if there's orbs up on that third platform, you can get to them a little more easily here. With the fourth platform, it's still a bit out of the way, but hopefully not too many orbs spawn there since there's only a few enemies up there anyways. So, yep, that's basically my training methods. I recently did, by recently I mean like half an hour ago, I did like some 1-minute tests at each map to see which ones were actually the best experience. And I'll post those results in the description probably. But basically upper left stem was number 1, which is probably why it's the most popular map. Upper right stem came out at number 2, and Crossroads was number 3, but the differences weren't really that large. They're obviously there. It's not just like, you know, 1 kill difference or something. Like, the differences are worth mentioning, but they aren't like a ridiculous difference per map. They're all pretty even, more or less. So it's not too much of a loss if you just want to train at Crossroads because it's more stationary. Like, you don't really have to move as much. But now with the new method in upper left stem, you don't really have to move at all in upper left, just up and down like this. So that's probably still a better choice if you can find a map. But yeah, that's pretty much it for training methods and stuff. Now that I've had time to actually train in these maps a lot since they came out, I can definitely say that, at least for me, they are a lot better than Scrapyard maps were. Like, I know my previous training video was in Hill 5, and a lot of people trained at Deck 1, some people trained at Maze 5. So far, compared to all 3 of those, any single one of these 3 maps here that I just showed are a lot better. So that might vary depending on how good your mobbing is. I'm not really sure because I haven't tested it with other classes. So if you're curious for your specific class, maybe do your own 1-minute tests. You can just do battle analysis for like a minute, see what you get at each map. And then, like I said, no matter what map you're training at, it's definitely worthwhile to learn how to best navigate the map so that you can grab orbs relatively quickly, so that you don't lose a lot of killing time. Because they are worth grabbing for sure if you have the Iran link, but you don't want to like waste too much time grabbing them, basically. Also, if you're on like a really high EXP multiplier, you might not want to bother with them too much, because then your kills would probably outpace the orbs. But if you can get them easily, it's still definitely worth grabbing them. They're not like a detriment or anything. So that's basically it. I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.